Well, it's Wednesday afternoon. How's everybody doing? It's good to be here. Good to be here with y'all. Y'all make this thing. I'm just going to drive the bus. Lane, first one in the shop today. Big hello right back to London. Thanks for being here. Everybody, all kinds of great names. Dean's with us. Dean, good to see your name pop up. Ralph Morrow. Hi, right back to you, Ralph. Let's see. We got all kinds of JR time. Oh, y'all talking about some great stuff here. Don Leadner. Morning again, Sparky. Is that a reference to vacation? Yeah, and Edna. And right. Hope everybody's doing all right, having a good Wednesday. Florida is not, but we're keeping our fingers crossed for you, Florida. I'm hoping it wasn't as bad as it looks like it is. We are lucky. We literally missed this. It missed us by about 3 feet. And I'm not kidding. But this morning, 96% humidity, and it wasn't raining. So I checked a little while ago. We're down to 83% humidity. That's better. Yeah, not. So, but I hope everybody in Florida, prayers are with you. Absolutely, as this thing moves north. I swear it looked like it just stayed in the Caribbean on the tip of Cuba for days. It just stayed there and then it just shot north in like 3 days. Anyway, Florida, we're thinking about you. Absolutely. Everybody else, let's see. Nan Parsons. Nan, I hope you're doing all right. Jerry King, good to see your name pop up. Hope Donna's doing good. Let's see Shane Cessna. Shane, glad to see your name pop up as well. We've got some fun stuff to talk about, but I hope everybody's got something good on your cutting table. That's the reason we're happy. We've got something to look forward to. Absolutely. Leathercraft, win, win, win. We enjoy making it. We enjoy seeing it come out, and we enjoy either selling it, keeping it and using it, or giving it to somebody close to us. How cool is that, right? Best craft ever. So, Wednesday, we got some stuff to look at. I hope it's interesting. One of them, I'm not really sure. We'll see. We may just toss script on that one and go in a different direction. Kind of crossed my mind. I've got a piece of over there I'm tooling for the next project. And I almost slipped up. I thought, you know what? I come up on my YouTube channel at 2:15 just to check, just to make sure everything's okay before we go live. And I thought, ooh, you know what? I've got 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm going to sit down and tool. Zip, 25 minutes went by in like 5. So, and I've done this myself. If you've got something you're looking forward to and you got that little time between now and the time you start or leave or just do a little tooling, that time will fly by almost too much because I thought, oh crap, we got to do a live today. So, anyway, we'll talk about that. But also, we've got something from the new folks. We're going to talk about snaps this week because we got basically three kinds of snaps. But I don't know. That's kind of boring, isn't it? Maybe we can talk about some tooling. Maybe we can do that because we got a project video coming up. I just designed the project, working on the patterns right now. Took me like a day and a half to get this just right, which is fun. But boy, that clock's a ticking. Because if it takes me 5.5 days to do a video, I'm already behind. I'm a half a day behind. And I keep trying to get caught up because if I can get 4 or 5 videos in queue, I can relax on whatever project, whatever next video is I'm working on. I can relax. I don't feel rushed. And I rarely ever feel that. And so, anyway, we'll look at that. But we may talk about some tooling instead of snaps. But we might just at least touch on that. For the new folks, we got something here that's a great trick. It's an odd one. I mean, it's one we would never think about, but rags in our shop, are they always a problem? Yeah, I've got an answer to that. I do, and it's inexpensive and easy to do. So we'll talk about that as well. So let's see. Yes, Shane, it is giveaway week. It is giveaway week. I'm sorry the boss makes us do contiguous US. We got to keep it in the US simply because shipping rates have just gotten ridiculous over the last 2 years. So we got to keep it in the US. Y'all outside the US, my sincere apology. I'm that close to saying, well, let's just open it up for everybody. I'll pay the shipping out of my own pocket. And I don't know if the boss would go for that, but the boss is keeping an eye on it. She's good. She's got to keep because yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Anyway, we've been over that. I'd give away half the store every week. And yeah, so anyway. So we've got that. Well, I'll announce that at 3:15. Lovely Miriam, she's going to take care of that at 3:45. We're going to pick a winner, and I'll explain all of that very shortly. But it's a cool little giveaway. It's something we all could use in our shop. Absolutely. So let's see. Carrie is jamming along. 578 days, no coffee, no caffeine. That's excellent. My wife and I are trying to quit one of our bad habits right now, and I'm not going to bring it up in case we fail. So in 2 weeks, I'll mention that. Or I won't. Or we just won't. We'll just skip over that little, but we're trying hard. We both need to. Bad habit. We're gonna do our best to take care of that. So anyway, all kinds of great comments here. Oh, of course, Carrie keeping us smiling. Carrie, thanks for that. Great craft. Let's smile. Let's have fun with it. Absolutely. And it's like, I mean, I always talk about the from time to time you run into some grumpy folks. Every craft has the grumpy people, right? But we just really seem not to have many. And that's great. That is great. I what did a show one time. In fact, show season coming up. I hope somebody's got some good booths. Had a guy, y'all probably remember this story, but for the folks that are new, I had my little business, had a booth out at a craft fair one time. I don't remember what the product was, but we had our pretty display out your products up, and this guy comes up and he said, I don't know what it was, but it was like 20 or 25 bucks, not an expensive item. But the guy says, I don't know what, that's $25. It's only $2 worth of leather. I'm like, well, I'm glad you've got such a grasp on economic conditions, right? So, I mean, I didn't say, I was like, oh, yes, well, I was polite. But in my mind, I'm thinking, you idiot. It's unlike an apple. These products, they don't fall off the cow ready to go into a package and ship. There's a little labor involved, right? So, and unless you want to work outside, there's a little overhead involved. But I've never forgotten that. And it was only once in the hundreds of shows. I wouldn't say hundreds. I think I've done more than 100 shows, I would at least say. But when you do shows, every show's got this funny story. I mean, every show and not all bad. People are just great at the shows and they're a lot of fun. But once in a while you get the curmudgeon. I can't help but think that I'm a curmudgeon once in a while myself. And I try not to be, but once in a while. Anyway, okay, so let's see where we are. Enough about me. Let's talk about us and our craft. I'm going to do my best to stay on that today. And food. See, already we're talking ribs, right? Okay. Anyway, yeah, okay, JR time, Shane, talking about the martial arts. Man, I got started about 5 years ago. Taekwondo, loving it. Really more to get out of my freaking shop. I need to get out. It's right. Loneliness has become a bit of a problem with me because I work by myself during the day, go upstairs, we eat dinner, we watch some TV. I go back to my shop and I'm here until late night sometimes by myself. Now, we had a challenge from 2 weeks ago to see if we can bring somebody into our craft. I forgot. I totally forgot. So I'm going to make a point of that this afternoon to talk to my neighbor Joey, see if he wants to come over and work on some leather craft. Yeah, great challenge, Chuck. You forgot. Oh, good job. But anyway, if somebody did take us up on that challenge, I hope it came out very well. I hope you had a great time with it, and I hope you passed this love that we have off to somebody so they can have the same pleasure we do with a great craft. So anyway, well, yeah, totally forgot. But we've met, so probably not a surprise. Yeah, right. Anyway, okay. Enough of that. But let's see. Okay, where are we? We're coming up towards giveaway time, 3:15. I'll announce that. Let's see. But Shane, I'm glad you're sticking with. Oh, well, COVID. No. Actually, the problem I kind of bailed was our show season. It kind of got into summer and I was gone I just missed so much. And then COVID hit and that just went. I just haven't been back. And what a waste. What a waste to get that far into it and kind of just walk away from it because I enjoyed our instructors. They were great people and getting out, not only getting out, but getting around people, getting some good exercise in. Good. This one, that muscle is really starting to fade. I I'm just having a real does anybody do this? You have these spells where you just it's like I can't find anything. Everything I look for is not nearby. And I don't cleaning our shop almost seems to make it worse. That kind of seems to make everything worse because well now I have to go find everything again when it was right, yeah, right in that pile on the end of my table. I may have to go through that pile, but I know that tool is in there. The little organization would do wonders. I could use some adult supervision. I'm just, I'm just saying, just tossing that out there. Does anybody else feel that way? Right? We could use a little adult supervision. Um, Steve Walters, sewing a new project and watching Chuck. Great day. Steve, I'm glad you feel that way. Glad you feel that way. It means the world to me. It really does. I hope these are interesting and fun. So let's see. Adaptive Outdoorsman. Hello, right back to you. Great to see your name pop up. And everybody that's here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Creative Mess. That's me right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I bring that up? Anyway, so that's just we gotta just stop once in a while and do a shop clean. Well, there's cleaning, there's cleansing, and there's gutting, right? I don't usually do the gutting. That's like once a year when I just get so fed up, right? Does anybody else do that? It's just like, screw it. I'm gonna walk away from my cutting table and I'm gonna start on one end and I'm just gonna work my way around and clean this whole thing up. And it looks so good when we do for a day. And then 364 days, it's a mess again. Ah, whatever. We know where everything is, and that's what counts. Maybe we don't. I mean, after what I just, the rant I just went on about not finding anything. Yeah, Chuck. We're on it today. In fact, I set up so like at about 2:15. Did I say this already, or was I thinking this? About 2:15, I go on my live on my channel. Yeah, I think I brought this up. But the point I'm getting at is I started doing some tooling. If I hadn't set my alarm, wouldn't have remembered to get up and set up for the live. I mean, I'm set up and everything. That would be kind of an obvious. Oh well. Anyway, so okay, let's see. Oh, Gobbler Ridge Farms. Don't know anything about leather. Do you want to bring me in and get you up to speed? I'd love to. Yeah, there's that. You know what? There we are right there. That would be excellent. Gobbler Ridge Farms. That would be excellent. Let's see. Mac is with us. Chris Gould. Chris, good to see your name pop up. Hope everything's all right with you. Let's see. Oh yeah. I really seeing Lane's name pop up first. I just so want to see London and England and Wales and Ireland and Scotland. One day that's going to happen. One day, Lane, Chris, Dean, we're going to get together for cold beer and a hot steak. I swear, I promise we're going to do that. When I win that lottery, yeah, well, no, well, yeah, we played the lottery last time. I don't know if I brought this up, but we played the lottery, and I think it's like $2 per pick. So I think I got $30. I think I just dropped 30 bucks. Got 15 picks. Let the computer choose. Do you believe this? One number. What's that? What is it? 15 times 6? How many numbers is that? One number. Yeah. That was a worthwhile $30. Same with gambling. I wouldn't say I love to gamble. I don't ever gamble. Playing poker with your friends, to me, that is an absolute blast. Penny, nickel, dime. Well, I guess it's not that anymore. Now it's what? Probably $quarter-$5 now, right? But a casino, it's fun to be in a casino. And roulette, love to play the roulette and blackjack. I never win. So actually my theory now is just go give the pit boss $100 and take that 8 minutes and do something constructive with it. Right? Yeah. Anyway, never been to Vegas. Need to go. Here's a spectacle. Need to go to Vegas. Haven't done that either. It's just money, right? It's just money. And this working for a living thing, right? That kind of cuts into our day. But anyway, so Philip Martin, I'm unsupervised. Even I don't know what I'm going to do. Philip, yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay, 315. We've got a giveaway this week, and it's something we all need. Now, a little explanation here because we have three levels of this. We've got the inexpensive, we've got one that's a little bit expensive, and then one that's very expensive. So I don't have the least expensive, but it's a great tool. It's from Weaver. We know it is, but I do have the medium one, but it's almost exactly the same thing. Leather gauge. Absolutely. We've got to have a leather gauge in our shop. This is a big help to me. Now, most of us, like if you've got a little experience going, you can usually put hand on leather and give or take, we can get pretty close with our weights, right? Or we know the weights that we work in. But if we want to be exact, that's the way to go. Absolutely. And this is a cool little tool. So that's our giveaway today. So what we're going to do, let me jump back over to Miriam here. I forgot what we were going to say. Hold on just a second. Yeah. Oh, we're just going to say giveaway. Yeah. Just type in, probably all caps would help, giveaway. And then at 3:45, Miriam's just going to randomly pick somebody. And then what you'll do is send your info to supplyinfo@weaverleather.com. We'll need name, address, and we'll get you one of these out very, very swiftly, I believe. So that's our giveaway today. A very cool little leather gauge. All right. Giveaway week can't be all bad. Wednesday, hump day. We're on the downhill side in the U.S. here. We've got Labor Day coming up, this is where we actually celebrate those of us who labor. Yeah, those of us who work for a living, have a good work ethic, getting out there, making it happen. Okay. Now, really, to most of us, we think about that. Yeah. But the bigger point, 3-day weekend. Yeah. And we get Monday off. Yeah, right. So you get a 3-day weekend and you get the next one Monday. So yay, Labor Day coming up. I'm just going to be in my shop. I'm going to spend time in my shop, having a great time laboring. That's exactly right. So Labor Day is upon us, and that comes up in just 48 hours, give or take. Yeah, 50 hours. Right, 50 hours, and we got a 3-day weekend going. Actually, the downside to Labor Day, it's kind of the end of summer. I hate to even bring that up because, well, fall's a coming, and for us leather crafters, that's our time to shine, right? Because we got the holidays coming up. Get a little crisp in the air, right? Start to smell a little smoke for people burning leaves and fires going, and we can get tucked in our shop, make some great projects because we got some. Surely, we've got holidays and birthdays coming up. We do, and stop calling me Shirley, right? Right? Airplane. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and Steve Martin the jerk. Oh, golly, geez, that came up on Netflix recently. I had to watch it. I think it's like 40 years old now, maybe. I don't even know, but oh, it's a profit deal. Yeah. So, okay, let's see. Got all of that knocked out. Labor Day coming up. Prayers for Florida and anybody else that nasty thing moves across. Big hurricane out in the Atlantic. And it's just sitting out there churning all by itself, just jamming along. Glad that one didn't come this way. All right, so let's see. Where are we? Nan Parsons talk, Bobby Moran. Bobby, I don't know the whole story there. I'm just reading the comment. But Bobby, prayers are going to be with you tonight. I promise you that. Prayers will be with you. Absolutely. Chris Gould, let's see. Chris commenting on his shop. It's an organized mess. All the difference. That's all the difference. So, oh, yeah, creative mess. Like the Red Hot Chili Pepper said, give it away, give it away. Absolutely. Right. So, I'd give away half the store every week. But yeah, boss is kind of keeping that. Yeah, she's got to keep me in check or this would be a disaster. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Carrie, yeah, Chuck, even for fall for me in Texas, it still is like summer. Texas, got family in Texas, got good close friends in Texas. I hope it's starting to cool off a little bit. I wish that we could push a little bit of this rain towards y'all because last year, Waco, did the Waco show, and it was like an oven. No rain in sight. Luckily, I think the folks in Waco started to get a little rain more towards the fall, but that's with us in the fall. It gets real dry here. We get those crisp, clear days, and it's just beautiful. Man, I hate to see winter coming, but after August, I think I'm a little closer to accepting that winter is coming. But winter, great time to craft, tuck ourselves in our shop. Oh man, yeah. Winter's the time to take on a really big project. Yeah. So, and we're gonna do that. Got some great project ideas. God, there's more project ideas than I can do. I'd be nice to have two of me so I can have another one of me. Duplicity, though, that's what would happen. Anybody see that movie where like the fifth copy is not really the sharpest tool? Yeah. So yeah, that's probably not going to work for us. Anyway, so all right, Texas cooling off, keeping my fingers crossed for you. Bridget Benson is with us. Bridget, good to see your name pop up. And we'll talk about the fan page. But Bridget always puts up the coolest historical pieces of leather. And I've always wanted to really do some deep research on leather, on the history of leather and the finds and the things the archaeologists, dig up. And how long have we been working leather? It's the oldest human craft. I'm certain of it. Now, we've talked about this. The wood chippers, they have a legitimate argument. Now, again, we can call the woodworkers wood chippers because they call us cow jockeys. So we're okay. We're okay. We're close. Right. The little trash talk is always good between two crafts that are so similar to each other. And y'all, any woodworkers out there that want to jump into leather, you're going to take to it like you wouldn't believe because there's so many steps that are so similar. I mean, we almost do exactly the same thing. It's just a little bit different medium. But the leather, you can do so much more. You'll see if for the woodworkers that step into leather, you can do so much. And the blacksmiths too, that step into leather. That keep that blacksmith going because that is a true art form. And I love it. Love it. But add a little leather into there. Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, all right. Anyway, I'm falling behind over here. And I just got to remember this time goes by. It's like tooling. This hour goes by so fast. I never can believe it. When we get up there at 10 minutes to 4, and all we've done is talk. We should just do this. Now, last week we didn't go into anything. Notes from the boss or shout out to all the folks on the fan page. I want to try to keep it as organized as I can. I with a straight face. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do my best. Right. Okay. All right. So anyway, Chris Gould, does that make me a wooden cow? Because Chris Gould is a woodworker and a leather worker. And Joe, he just does. I've seen Chris's woodwork, and it is just spectacular. I'd love to do the woodwork. I really would. I just don't have room for it. Yeah, I need another hobby in my world. Oh, hey, let's see. Michael Seeger. I use empty tennis ball plastic tubes. I know exactly what you're talking about to keep the different number rivets and burrs. An empty medicine bottle fits inside as well. Michael, glad you brought that up. Thank you. That I know exactly what you're talking about. That's I just jumped over to Jim Jenkins. I'm hungry, right? Ribs. But Michael, please, anybody, anybody that's got a good trick or tip, I got to be careful how I say that, right? And I'm always catching myself. Bring it up. Write it in the comments because everybody watching this, everybody reading the comments gets your knowledge, gets some help, and you never know. You might just put it, oh, I like the tennis ball game. You might save somebody from a major disaster to the point where somebody might walk away from the craft, and we don't want that. We don't want that. Sometimes the smallest trick, smallest tip can just answer a big question for somebody, takes care of them, and they start moving on. And there's so many little things out there. I was just commenting, just did a shop tricks. I think that's number 16. So that's like 80 tricks right there. And I still have a long way to go. I hope I have enough tricks and tips to keep going. Sometimes I feel like crap. I got a long way to go here, right? 5 to 7 years. So that's what, 350, 250 to 350. Videos I still need to do. We can do it. I've got a list. We can do it. We haven't even gotten to some of the best things. Um, like chaps and saddlebags and hats and oh, I've got a long list of things we're gonna do. So I just have to do it. I wish I could shoot faster. That's my biggest problem. Um, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my best, y'all. I'll do my best to keep these rolling, and I hope they stay good. I hope they stay good. So, uh, oh, Alexander, bless your heart, Alexander. That comments like that really mean more than you know. They really do. Bless your heart. Thank you for that. More than you know. Uh, Oh, night for today? Chris Cool, we could be jockey chippers. Yeah, there you we gotta come up with a good name for the folks that work wood and leather. There's something out there. We just gotta land on it. We gotta put some thought into it. So let's see. Lawn dart actual. Let's see, when putting a handle on a dog harness, would you sew all four sides of the base of the handle, or would you just sew three sides? Lawn dart actual, I'm not picturing please forget it's not you. I have a terrible time. The written word just doesn't land well with me. And in all honesty, is there anybody else out there like if I see it done, I pick it up almost immediately. But if I read a long list of steps or rules, they don't land. I just I don't know. I think there's those of us who are smart and then the rest of us. Is that right? Is that smart? Yeah, right. I think a lot of us are visual, and I know I am. I think there are a lot of us that are visual, or is it just me? Is it just me? Probably. Anyway, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not picking that one up, but somebody here is going to know exactly what you're talking about. Lawn dart actual, and you're going to get a good answer this. You're going to get a good answer on that one. So, yeah, today feels odd. I don't know why. I started tooling, my mind got off the live, and I sat down and I don't know. My mind, I think, is still over there, and I haven't shifted gears over here yet. I'm about 3:59. I'll be all over it. Oh, I'm gonna spring into action. I'm just like a capacitor. I'm just I'm building energy. And that's when I spring into action, look out. Yeah, that's what I tell my wife when I'm sitting on the sofa. Yeah, I'm I'm building up. Yeah. So uh anyway, okay. Sorry about that. Lawn dart actual. Somebody's gonna be able to help there. Somebody will be able to help. Uh Bandit blades. Let's see. My leatherwork sprouted from my forging. Really? Starting forging and needed woodworking to do the handles. Okay, well, that makes perfect sense. The leather craft so I could do sheaths. Leather is my favorite, though. Well, that's cool. I'm glad to hear that. There's so much we could do with it. I honestly don't think there's another natural material, medium, element that you can do so much with. I mean, it's thousands of possibilities with leathercraft. I mean, if we think about it, we could, I think this was in a video. Yeah, we did a video on this. Um, we can make, well, we didn't do a video on this, but it was an example. But if you think about it, we can make everything we wear hat, coat, shirt, cloak, belt, all the belt implements, right? Sheaths, pouches. But we make a gorgeous pair of leather pants, all manner of boots and shoes, snake gaiters. There's another project that's on the list to be done. And I'm working on that's been on the list since day one. And I've got a good design somewhat, but it's a little complicated, right? It's a little, so I'm working on a better way to do these for us, but we're going to make a great pair of snake gaiters. Some kind of cool traditional design on that. That would look good. But anyway, no end to the possibilities. And that's one of the things I love about leather. What can I make out of this next that I haven't thought about? Maybe nobody's thought about. Oh, and whoa, one came up. I'm not going to bring it up here. I know everybody's going, God, come on. Okay, I can't do that to y'all because I was thinking the other day about tooling. We did that. We did the giveaway around, not a giveaway, a promotion around July 4th where we tooled an American flag. Well, I framed that and gave that to my dad for his birthday. Um, and the thought just crossed my mind, how about we make a leather flag? We actually make a flag out of leather. Cutting the stars would not be difficult. Um, and then sewing the bands together, it wouldn't be hard to do. The next thought crossed my mind. I'd love to make a full-size American flag out of leather to hang in our retail store at the mothership. That would be cool. Just a concept at this point. May remain there for a while, but nonetheless, that's a cool. I never thought about, we tool a flag, we paint a flag. How about we make a flag? That would be a fun project. Um, so anyway, on a rant there, but the point remains. I don't know if anybody can. I'm trying, but I don't know if anybody can write down all the things we can make out of leather, because at some point we're going to be splitting hairs, right? With a clutch. Well, okay, what type of clutch? Width, length, depth. Are we going to use gussets? Are we going to sew it together? How about the closure? Leather, liner, design. We're going to put pockets in it, right there. And I think, yeah, it was in I think the last video. Um, Let's see, when's that coming up? Air pretty shortly. Anyway, I'll spill the beans. Spoiler alert: Sean Bean dies. Right. Anyway, um, just if we like a weaver, say we're making a certain project, we've got 10 types of leather that are going to work great for that. And then we've got of each of those leathers, we've got 5 colors, which are going to work great for whatever project. Okay, let's line that with suede. Okay, now we've got 28. So what? 10 leathers, 5 colors, 50 leathers times 28, 1,400 combinations just right there on just that one project. And that to me, that's one of the biggest problems in leathercraft is not the the lack of options or possibilities. It's an overabundance. It's overwhelming. The trying to decide one project. Well, I got 1,400 items, possibilities just in the leather we use. Now, we're not even going into the hardware, all the spots, the braids, stamp designs, tooling designs. That could be over 1,000,000 possibilities on that one project. And to me, that's an overload of information. I have a hard time narrowing it down, right? We don't want our projects to look like a yard sale with everything we know how to do on that one project. I've come close to that. A suit of armor comes to mind, right? Yeah. And I'm looking at it right now. We'll talk, maybe we can put that one up next time, just as an example, maybe of overdoing it. I don't think it's overdone. It looks great. It was a disaster to begin with, but it shot fail, right? So I designed the suit of armor. It's filigree cut. So I tooled the face, filigree cut, brought in a suede behind that, and then baked Herman oak behind that to make the pauldrons and the cowders and bescues and chousneys, right? Um, so this was going to be in the leather debut in Sheridan. It's like 5 years ago now, probably 4 at least. Um, so I got this whole suit of armor done and hit it with my satellite top coat. It just peeled right. It flaked off. It was an old bottle. I picked up an old bottle I should have tossed a long time ago. Talk about panic. I mean, this is like couple of weeks before the show, the contest. I still got to assemble 160 pieces because it's got the fingers and each panel. Each piece is 3 pieces. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she'll let us know at 3:45 when we've got a winner. But anyway, my top coat just came right off, peeled right off. Old bottle of Sadilac. I should have known that. Sheer panic. So I stripped all the Sadilac. You literally used packing tape to strip the Sadilac off, deglazed, and it looks so good where it was. I didn't add another top coat because now it lightened the leather a bit. I thought it was too dark. I think I went with a walnut, but I can't. No, it wasn't. Well, it had to be a mix because it was just too dark. I wanted a good brown, but it was too dark. So I used the deglazer, stripped off what top coat was left. That pulled some of that dye out, lightened it up, but made it look a little distressed. I was like, nope, we're leaving that exactly where it is. no top going on. It's got a good flat finish. Talk about a moment of panic that actually, like with a lot of our leathercraft projects, it was a disaster until we decided to do one thing, and all of a sudden, the clouds open up, the angels sing, and we've got a beautiful project. What an accident, right? It was simply an accident. I was going to say I'm not going to tell anybody that because, oh no, this is the way I designed it. Yeah, I designed. No, I did not. Right. So anyway, I forgot even where I was on that rant. Crap. I know tomorrow or today I just it looked right. Words just falling out. Just feel like I'm off track today. Don't know why. I can blame it on tooling, disorganization. I'm not sure what it is. But anyway, we'll do our best to keep this thing rolling. It may be a train wreck, but still, we're gonna get an hour of something worthwhile. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. Okay, so let's see, where are we? Um, oh, Grandpa's place. I would love to learn how to make a leather fedora. No kidding. I love that era. The 30s, maybe late 20s, 30s, early 40s, the long coats, the fedoras, the slacks. I love that style of men's dress. That to me is very cool. We always see it in the old like the old detective shows, right? Oh man, you're exactly right. Grandpa's place. I would love to learn how to make a leather fedora. I am sorry to say that's probably not going to be on my project list because I have no idea. And it's probably, I don't know, it felt is the best way to go there. But man, if we get the right leather, we're gonna do a bush hat. That's on my list, a good bush hat, right? Um, that's on my list. I just don't know how to fit those. I don't know how hats are fitted. I think my head's like a 6 3/4, which means absolutely nothing to me. Now, if you did a circumference, that I can understand, but we're not round. Yeah, we're a little more oval, sorta. Yeah. So once I know two people I can ask to get the scoop on that, I just haven't done it yet. But we're gonna do a bush hat, and I know exactly the right leather to use. So anyway, that's in the works. I think the point here with this entire rant, there's no telling how many things we can make fedora. Never thought about it. Never crossed my mind. Um, so y'all put these in. I'm gonna read all these comments next time or before the next live. I'll go through all these and I'll jot these down. Help me add to the list of 100 leather products or 100 products we can make out of leather. I passed 100 2 years ago, still going. So, y'all, if there's anything in here that's just totally back crap out of left field, drop it in. I'm going to put that on our list. And eventually, when I run out of stuff to talk about on one of these lives, we're going to go through these because I've got them in alphabetical order. It's like 4 pages. It's like 4 pages of stuff. And I mean, stuff I would never think about, stuff that's right in front of us, but never thought about it. So we'll do that one day. And also got a good write up on the Leatherist Craft Day. What that's the scientific term for leather crafters. We've got some weird things going. And when observed from the outside, yeah, maybe we could do that. You know what? I'm gonna jot that down. We'll do that next week because it's fun. It's funny. Um, there we go. In fact, I wrote that because at some point when we had a classroom at the store, at our retail store at the mothership, I would love to put that on the window because that would be perfect, right? You know, it like at the zoo where they describe the animal and the habitat and the dietary restriction, right? I want to. That'd be great for the classroom. Give everybody a laugh, and that's the big point with that. So, uh, I have a story. There's a new name popping up. I'm glad you're with us. Very cool to see your name. Halloween and Christmas, like you said, are a fun time for leather woodworking. That's exactly right. Halloween, I have struggled to come up with good Halloween themed projects for videos. Um, did a cool um those orange things that have the green thing on top. Yeah, those things. Man, something has detached. I know it has. Pumpkins. Yeah, those things. Got a cool mouse pad where the pumpkin kind of It's like it's being ripped off in a wind, and it's go it never I don't think we ever did that one. We might have done a pumpkin, but that one we never did. Um, but costuming, for Halloween, all kinds of ways we can go there. I do I wanna do more costuming, but I don't because that's kind of a smaller group of us, and I hate to just do the costuming when everybody else there not big interest there, but we need to get back into some of the costuming stuff. I've got 5 or 6 very cool costuming ideas, like a good war belt. Not just one, the 2 war belts, larger and smaller, because to me, that is such a period look. With the knight's knot and both tongues hanging down, that is such a period look. And we've got some great hardware to do a war belt or a war belt set. Crap, let's get the pen because we got to do that. Um, we got to do that one. I'll put that one on the list because even the boss says, hey, you got any good costume ideas? And I always say, well, that's kind of a smaller group. I want to try to keep it mainstream, just bring. That is not right. That is just not right. So I'm gonna fix that. We're gonna do at the very least, we're gonna do a set of war belts. And I know the armor. I need to keep doing the armor, but man, I can't get far enough ahead. And I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I love my armor. And a lot of folks have said it's great. I've worn it a lot. And with that, I know what hurts and what works, right? Because these things, I mean, I've worked on these for 30 years to get them just right. Um, and I mean, you can run in one of my suits of armor. They're great. They're very comfortable. I think my problem is I keep trying to make these real armor. And it's because when you wear a suit of armor that's a good heavy weight, like a 13 to 15 ounce, one of my suits is a 20 to 24 ounce. Um, Boy, they're heavy. They are heavy. You wear that for 6 or 8 hours in a hot summer southern day at the Atlanta Rent Fair, man, it'll whip your ass. I mean, it will. Oh, um, I think my problem is I try to make it because when somebody comes up, and says, "Oh, I love the armor," and they feel it, the first thing they say is, "Oh, this is real." Yeah, these are not costume, just something you threw together with, scraps from a remnant bin. These are real and they work and they articulate. And I think that's my problem is that I feel like, first off, they're very heavy. They're very heavy. In my younger days, I could do a full day with a little alcohol involved. There's a little alcohol involved, right? A little bit. But man, now I just struggle. Sometime mid-afternoon, man, I'm over it. Get this off of me. Um, we'll get there. I'm sorry we haven't gotten there. My biggest apology possible. We haven't gotten there, but I need to get ahead enough to where I can concentrate on it. And that's like 8 videos. That's like 8 videos. That'd take me at least 2, maybe 3 weeks to get the patterns clean enough. I've made so many of these. My patterns are a little worn. And some of this you have to do it like your arm, like the pauldrons. When you form it, I punch my holes after wet forming just so I get it's hard to explain, but on the edge, I want my scales to meet perfectly. I don't want one to be a little out or a little in. And my pattern has gotten so worn, I don't know exactly where that hole needs to be, hold on, excuse me. I don't know exactly where that hole needs to be, right? So it take a lot of cleanup to make it just right so that when it gets to y'all, it is right. And it's not hard to put together. Actually, like the pauldrons, I mean, you can put those together in no time once they're dyed and formed top coated, add whatever kind of decoration you want to. They actually go together pretty easily. And the articulation is just as smooth. I use the Chicago screws like a 1/2 inch. I'm doing like 2 13 to 15 back to back. Then a Chicago screw 3/8 inch. See, even right there, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've made one. But the point is the articulation moves very smoothly. That's the big point. All right, all right, all right. We are at 3:44 already. Crap, I've just chewed up this whole time. And I don't even know if it's been anything worthwhile. I just don't know. Um, that's Connor Haywood. Yeah, I'm a woodworker and leather worker. Didn't know they had a name for it. I always called it leatherpantry. That's that's a we're good. That's a good one. It's a little hard to say, but that's a good one. But we are getting close. We need a good turn for that one. Yeah, I am so far behind. Okay, we have a winner here, Dennis Volpe. Dennis, congratulations. You are the proud new owner of a nice leather gauge, a great leather gauge. I know the words are it's just not happening today. Anyway, Dennis, very cool. Congratulations. All right. So just send your name and address. Just I want to make sure I get this right today, particularly. Supply info at weaverleather.com. Congratulations on that. I think you're going to love your gauge. It's a good product to have in our shop. Absolutely. So um let's see. I am so far behind over here. Last week, and y'all, thank you for making this what it is. At the end of this, I get a little stat shot that shows chat rate. And I think I've never been corrected on this, so I think I'm right. I think that's the amount of comments per minute. I'll have to look back. In fact, I am going to look back because I took a picture of this. Um, can you never find a picture you're looking for when you're standing in front of somebody, but then when you're at home, you just hit pics and it pops right up? Yeah. Um, Chat rate 24. Usually it's around 8, sometimes as high as 14, 24 from the last time. And let me tell you, going through these this morning, I felt like it. Now, in all honesty, I kind of skipped a little bit because the clock was ticking. It's always ticking, right? It's always ticking. That's 1400. Is that 1400? What's 60 times 24? You know what it is? It's a lot. That's right. That's Chuck math. It's a lot. So, but y'all, thank you for making this what it is. I'm just jabbing. I don't even know if there's anything worthwhile here. Okay, let's do this. Um, we need to do this because shout out to the folks on the fan page. Now, if you're new to us, all right, first off, if you're new here, first off, come on in. Make yourself at home. You have just become a member of a very big, super friendly family. There's 9,000 of us now. I was checking the fan page. I think we're over 9,000 people. All right. Make yourself at home. Absolutely. Jump in. Drop in a comment because you'll see. You'll immediately be welcomed into this great family. Same on the fan page. Okay. Second point. This is a fan page. This is on Facebook. It's the Chuck Dorsett fan page. Spastic Geek. Thank you for that. More than you know. More than you know. But jump on. Put up your first project. Nobody's going to come in there and say, oh, what you blah, blah, blah. No, you are going to get a long list of oohs and ahs. You're going to get some very friendly tricks and tips. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, so this is the fan page. Always like to do a couple of shout outs to folks just to know we're watching. Absolutely, we're watching. So right off the bat, oh, this is cool. Again, so far out of left field, never saw this one coming. Brent Cheshire. This is if you haven't seen this, it's on the fan page. It's a blue jean long wallet for his daughter. How many ways is that cool? Totally creative, totally well done, and it's for his daughter. Win, 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 and more wins behind that. Brent nailed it on that one. Gotta say that is super cool. Um, Bucky Harris, another great thing. Us leather crafters, we have a great time making the product. For me, I love designing it, love making it, love seeing it come out. And if we make and give this to a loved one or a friend or a coworker, win, 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 win. That's exactly right. But Bucky Harris has made these are some leather boxes and they look good. They look good. This is for his granddaughter, and they're made to hold the entire national park quarter set. How many ways is that cool? And they're beautiful. I got to say, Bucky, beautiful job on those. And for so many great reasons. Um, Mike Johnson has got some beautiful work coming out. I can't describe. You just got to go see Mike's work. He is nailing it on this stuff. Um, Scott Hopkins, here's another one. And I'm not picking these out just because we make these for loved ones, but there's so many that we make for loved ones. It's hard not to. Scott Hopkins has done a wallet with a. His mom likes his mom likes the lighthouses, so it's his first landscape. He's included a wallet, and it looks great. Mom is going to absolutely love that. She's going to have that for the rest of her life, and every time looks at that, she's going to think of you. Absolutely. You can't do more than that in this lifetime. You cannot. So, and the last one, oh, okay, Ben Edwardson, because I've got this tool rack. I just made this thing out of scrap 4x4s, post wood 4x4s. You can find them at the big hardware stores, the big orange one, right? Because I don't know if I can say it's Home Depot. We're not charging money here, so we're okay. Love them. They sell the 4x4s that are smooth on the corners. The corners are rounded, so they actually look pretty nice. Some scrap wood 1x4s, and one of those, and you can make a beautiful wood tool rack. I'm always meaning to stain these and to really do a nice job. Maybe tool some pieces of leather, put them on. Oh yeah, that's one of those after I retire projects. Yeah, I talked to my financial person. All I have to do is work until noon on the day of my funeral, and I'll be able to make it. So anyway, let me get back because Ben Edwardson has got there we go, has got the biggest tool rack you've ever seen, and I swear the first thought that hit my mind was not going to be enough room for your tools. I think they never are. I built this one. I go, oh, let me look, because what do we got there? 4 rows, and I don't know how long it is, but the main part, I got 4 rows. It's got to be 40 or 50. Then I've got another rack on top of that. Oh, I don't have the other rack on top of that because it got a little squirrely, right? And then I've got my same type of rack in my weaver shop. It's got the same number of holes. Do you believe I still don't have enough holes for all my tools? And that just pisses me off. Not really. But anyway, that's a beautiful rack. And I got to say, Ben, on that one, nice job on that. Nice job on that. All right, let's see. Time is flying by, and I am just not keeping up. Oh, Kilo Alpha. First off, Kilo Alpha, glad you're with us. Glad to see your name pop up. Come on in. You are most welcome here. And that goes to everybody that's new. You are absolutely welcome in this group. Big family. And I always make the joke on the fan page, we've got 9,000 people. Birthdays are going to be a problem. Yeah. I think we figured that out. We only have to make 65 projects a week to cover everybody in our family. Guys, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Anyway, secondly, to the new folks, the comments come in so fast, I can't keep up with them. It doesn't matter. If you're new to us and you're joining us, you are absolutely welcome, and I'm so glad you're with us. And I'll see your name next week, or not next week. I keep saying that. Before the next live, I go through all the comments. So just know that somewhere out there, somewhere around Wednesday morning about 9, I'm saying hello. I'm saying hello to you. So anyway, forgot where I was on that. Oh, Kilo Alpha. I was going to read your comment. That's where I was right before I went into the rant of you're so welcome here. Do you have any videos on crafting leather hats? No, we were just talking about that. Okay, specifically, I'm wanting to make a leather. The tricorn. And I'm trying to gather information, create a plan. Oh, I've not made a tricorn, and I want to so bad. I love the tricorns. Okay, that's on the list. That's on, because our pirate friends, costuming as well. Yeah, we did a baldric for the pirate folks. Got to do a tricorn. Okay, so that one's going to come out in about 3.5 years. Not really. sometimes I just go off and tell the boss, "Hey, I'm gonna do this next." So, there's a likely chance that it could be a lot sooner than that, but the big point, it's going on the list. That's what matters, it's going on the list. So, Kilo Alpha, thanks for bringing that one up. Very cool. Uh, yeah, grandpa's place. He spoke with his financial person. Is that Jill? Yeah. Yeah, you've heard of my broker, E.F. Nutton. That's anybody watch with Married with Children. Oh man, Al had some of the best lines. GPEG, maybe I'm mismanaging my 325 an hour. Um, Al. uh, Real Losers Fishing 2.0. Uh, oh, cool. I'm going to start making pouches for scanner device at UPS. I've been asked about them at work so often and online. Oh, and thank you for your support on my post a month or so ago. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm going to find it. I'll go back and find that. But what a great project. I assume these are from coworkers. Oh man, you will be the champ if you start making these for friends for coworkers. Oh, that's cool. And a project drops in your lap out of nowhere. All right, that's very cool. Uh, oh, Michael Seeger. Yeah, I would love to learn how to make a leather portable chair stool. Oh, it's not the Crusader chair. Is it a Crusader chair? No, what's the other one? Anyway, I've seen a couple of again, another one to go on the list. Ah, yeah, Michael, I would too. I would too, and we need to start working on that. Uh, oh, Justin, leather fedora. We are swing dancers. You're kidding me. You teach leather, we can teach dancing. Justin, I would love to take you up on that. Are you serious? Oh, that is cool. Um, okay, Gabby, just do not lose the list and the stuff. Yeah, too late for that. I'm a list person. The problem is, I've got lists all over my shop, and it is no help whatsoever. But nonetheless, um, yeah, okay, Gabby, glad you're with us. Nonetheless, glad you're with us, but that you're exactly right. That's right. Let's see. Mike Young is with us. I'm a paramedic. Bless your heart for the work that you do. God bless you, friend. Uh, and I have been asked to do a radio pouch. Any advice? Yes, I have a firefighter's radio pouch designed, ready to go. Here's the problem. I don't have a radio. I've talked to our local fire department. They're close. I mean, they're right up here. And actually, one of my wife's closest friends, her son, is a firefighter. The problem is that the radios, those are your lifeline. They are not really welcome or ready to loan one of those out. I ordered one, and what a mistake. Not what I was looking for. Not, and I'm a little pissed about it because that's the only thing holding me up is the radio. We've got to have a radio. And I've got a sway strap on it, the whole 9 yards. I've got the pattern ready to go. I just need a radio. In fact, the guys up here said, well, why don't you email the chief and see if he's got a broken one? Or, I don't want to bother him with that. Y'all got enough going. I don't want to be a bother to y'all. So I'm working on that. But the one I paid $90 for, it's like, see, they didn't put the dimensions on it. It was sold as right. It's about this. Oh, I haven't even. Anyway, okay. Oh, Mike Young, I have a spare I can loan you. Mike, no kidding. Mike, if you'll do that, again, it's let me make sure because I don't want to mess this up. It's like I can't remember this. Today, I can't remember this. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, really? There we go. Okay, supply info. Yeah, that's it. Supply info at weaverleather.com. Mike, I tell you what, if you want to email us your name, address, actually just email your email to us, and I'll get in touch with you, and we'll see if we can make that happen, Mike. That would be huge, and we'll have that up quickly because, like I said, I've already got the pattern ready to go. I just don't have the radio. And we've got to have the radio for the video. We got to have that, right? For so many reasons. Anyway, Mike, bless your heart for that one. Big help on that. And again, like so many things here, God, 359, crap. I want to make this point. So the trouble you go to, Mike, everybody that sees that video will benefit from the trouble that you went to make that happen. So big thank you just from me and everybody that's going to be able to make one of these, because it's such a popular leather project. And so many of us know our wonderful firefighters. They risk their life for us. We know them and we want to do something good for them. So, Omar, Leather Craftsman. Hello, Omar. Good to see your name pop up. Glad you're with us. Ethan J. Ethan J's got a good point there. More universal type pattern. Ethan, glad you brought that up. Good job on that one. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Jingyi the Denawan. Please forgive me if I have mispronounced your name. That to me is one of the rudest things you can do to someone, but doesn't matter. I was wondering how to make bolo tie strands. Your videos are so well put together. Bless your heart for saying that. I appreciate that more than you know. I really do. We'll look into that. The bolos, absolutely. The bolo ties, 4-strand braid. But you need to go with the lacing lace, like the pro lace, the top grain lace that we use for the edge lacing. That'll do it, but I think the lace for the bolos is even smaller. But it's simply a 4-strand braid, and we've got a video on doing that. See if that helps. But that's a long time ago. 4-strand braid, I probably did that video 5 or 6 years ago. But nonetheless, it's a simple braid, and I love the 4-strand. So many cool things you can do with it, especially keychains. I've got one on my keychain, and my wife does too. Jill does too. I've been seeing Jill's name pop up, but I'm going so fast and talking so fast. I'm maxing out speed and memory here. So, and now it's 4:02. All right, so crap. We just didn't get to this stuff again. Anyway, video's coming up. Oh, we're doing a clutch with that heart pattern. I just love that. We finally found a project where we can use that, and we're going to use the facile frame, the spring frames on that. Got other videos up. Okay, one more for the new folks. This is a great tip. I want to get this in because I've said I'm hoping this is good information on these right here. Always rags in my shop are always a problem. We get the old t-shirts, right? And sweats from our, sometimes I'm wearing shorts that ought to be in the scrap bag. Where I'm going with this is go to your local fabric store. I like the fleece, particularly because I apply my leather balm with their fleece. I'm not kidding. This has got to be a year and a half or more ago. I bought 2 yards of fleece. I got a brown and a blue. This was $10. They were on sale. I got a yard of each, $10. Do you believe I am still using these? Mainly because, mainly because I usually cut these little pieces about like that. So I'll just cut off a piece. I'll use it. I don't mind tossing it. I'm still using those. So look to your fabric store. The hardware stores, their rags suck. I mean, I'm just going to put it that way. They're harsh. But if you go to a fabric store, find something on sale, buy a yard each of 2 or 3, you're going to be set with rags for a year and a half at least, probably 2 years. Okay, one more. Let's see. Oh, I got a good project. I don't know if we can see that. But we're going to put that on a cool project coming up. It's a project I've been wanting to do forever because so many of us can use one of these. All right, let's wrap that up for now. Again, congratulations to Dennis on winning the gauge. Y'all have a great 2 weeks. I feel like I'm rushing now because I feel like I'm working into your time, but have a great 2 weeks. Have a great Labor Day for those of us in the U.S. Hope you got a great project on your table. I hope the project on your table comes out beautifully. I hope it exceeds your expectations and you love it. Y'all, for everybody that's new, thank you for taking the time to be here and spending this time with us. It's an absolute pleasure. And I talk too fast because there's just simply too much to talk about and to squeeze into an hour. And we see this every time. I'm going to leave this open for a minute or two after we shut down. But also, fan page, check out the fan page. Put something up. Put one of your projects up. I can't wait to see them. And I'll do my best to comment. So, y'all have a great 2 weeks, a great weekend, great second half of your week. We'll get together. Maybe at that point, we'll go through some of this and hopefully there'll be some good information for y'all. So, love spending this time with y'all. Absolutely. Everybody, I'll look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks and we'll talk about some fun stuff. So, all right. Well, good luck with your projects. We need that. So, bye, y'all. Have a great time. We'll see you in 2 weeks.